stay on this as there's tight security at the central cafeteria at the University of Ghana campus as the police service, together with the Hawks of the NDC, strictly man the venue for the Greater Accra Regional Delegates Conference. Now, 1,032 delegates from 34 constituencies in the region are still voting to select from 76 aspirants to occupy positions of chairman and vice, secretary and deputy, organizer and deputy, treasurer and deputy. The youth organizer and woman organizer positions have already been voted for earlier this week. The former president and founder of the party, Jerry John Rawlings, have also addressed and are expected to address the conference.
It's been a very long day, and the day is still far from ending because voting is...
Catherine, over to you now.
Right here in your shot, you have people who are voting, just about the last batch of people voting, and people also rigorously campaigning, even though it is against the Constitution and even against the electoral laws. Just before the voting began, the executives announced that campaigning was supposed to have ended yesterday, and so nobody was expected to campaign today, not to talk of this very venue where the election was taking place. But the delegates have blatantly disregarded all these laws and orders and are seriously campaigning, not just at the premises, but very close to the voting area. This barricade you see was just mounted up by the police because the people were going too close even to the ballot boxes. It is very surprising because people are not even expected to be campaigning today, not to talk of the voting hall and also as close as the voting area. I have with me the regional organizer to help us understand what has been happening. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Regional organizer, is this how best you could organize your people for this election?
It's very unfortunate that at this juncture, this is happening. And I believe before we got to this end, all of us have abreast ourselves with the rules and the regulations for the election. And we have assured ourselves that we are not going to do anything to create this kind of unforeseen situation. But today, it's really an appalled situation. And I'm really embarrassed that people that we understand the rules have created this kind of scene, engage people to come to the room and flout the rules and create this unnecessary tension that is characterized with this election. It's an unfortunate situation.
The whole place is in a mess, as you know. But what is surprising is that there is, tons of security personnel here. Apart from the police, you have your internal security called the Hawks. And it's surprising that they're also looking on, as well as the party executives, what is actually happening. Because if they cannot do anything to stop what is happening, then what is actually their use? Why didn't you allow the police to handle things?
Well, I think some aspirants have just made their mind that they will come here and create this kind of scene. And if actions are being taken, they will disrupt their process. So we tried as much as possible to manage this to this end.
But as far as you are concerned, it's not being managed. What we are seeing is not being managed.
Managing in the sense that we are containing the noise to make sure the voting process goes on, and then we can end. Then the ballots that are being are in the boxes will be sorted and counted. So it's an unfair situation, but we believe that the voting process has been very fair, and we expect that anybody, whatever the outcome, you will take it as that is the true reflection of the delegates' vote.
But this is an offense. So what are you going to do to these people who are flouting the laws?
Well, you see, next time I believe what a party should do. There are people that, to me, they don't even deserve to even contest position. Because you cannot come to an election hall with people who will not accept any disciplinary action. And it's a very unfortunate.
It is not for them to accept. It is for you to enforce it as leaders.
From the beginning, we enforced, we tried to appeal to people's conscience that we are a conference and we need to create a conducive atmosphere for everybody to be happy with the process. But at the end of the day, they think this is the best way they can do. It's an unfortunate situation that I am really ashamed as a regional organizer. This is not the best way we have ever had election. This has been the most embarrassing election or a conference that we've ever organized in Greater Accra. It's really, really an unfortunate situation.
Thank you very much. And that was the regional organizer also bemoaning the very messy manner in which the delegates have conducted themselves in this election. Just by way of updates, the election has just ended, so polls have closed, and so the electoral officials are preparing to start the sorting and then consequently the counting and declaration of results for us to know who is taking up which positions for the Greater Accra Regional Delegates Conference here. But as I said earlier, the place is indeed very messy. The place is so messy. There seems to be no law or order. Laws are being flouted blatantly. Security men are watching on. The hawks are here. The police are here. The police, I must say, are trying their best. But the so-called hawks who were brought in to support the police are doing very little to bring the situation under control. We are still here monitoring issues, and we will be updating you as and when we have any more updates. Catherine Frimpoma here from the University of Ghana, Accra.
Well, certainly is in disarray there. That's Catherine Frimpoma giving us the update there from the central cafeteria there at the University of Ghana, Legon. Over to you, Isa.